Shalom. I'd like to start by giving all praise to the Most High How, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kadash. Double honor to the apostle and the elder of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity. It's Brother Yeramia, coming to you with this quick impromptu screen recording video. Hopefully it's working properly. Had a few issues with my laptop recently, but through the spirit and power of the Most High, hopefully it's working. As you can see on the screen, you might get the idea. You see Tammuz and Ishtar written in Google, because it's Monday now, but on Friday they're gonna have Good Friday, as they call it. Then Saturday, and then Sunday will be Easter Sunday. Now, the Catholic Church and Catholicism, they would have you believe that they would have you believe that Easter or Easter Sunday is known for the resurrection of Jesus Christ, as they call him. And there's multiple errors in what I've just said, which is what the Catholic Church believe. His name is Jesus Christ, and also Sunday morning, as you know it, is not when he rose anyway. But deeper than that, Easter goes back to paganism, and the Spirit's on me to encourage brothers to study, so I could go much deeper, because this is a very, very deep topic. I could go much deeper in the Spirit, but I'm just going to give a quick overview, and then right now I'm encouraging the rest of the brothers to go away and research themselves. Okay, more on the topic, because when you research things yourself, that's when you we're here to tell you as prophets, but it's also your job to research for yourself, okay, which comes with many benefits. One of the main ones is retaining knowledge, because when you're told something, you probably only remember, at the end of this video, you probably only remember 5%, but if you go and research it and go over it and over it and over it, you're more likely to remember more. But anyways, moving on. Easter is paganism, because you've got a few pagan people, figures, names that we've got to look at. So here on Google, who is the mother of Tammuz? It says it was Ishtar's Sunday and was celebrated with rabbits and eggs. Ishtar also proclaimed that because Tammuz was killed by a pig, that a pig must be eaten on that Sunday. Ishtar, in brackets Ramis, widow of Nimrod, mother of Tammuz, came to be represented as the bare-breasted pagan fertility goddess of the East. Right? Okay. So that alone, when you you know, in the Christian church and outside of the church, on that Sunday they give out chocolate eggs, especially to little children. And even if you contemplate it logically, they say, quote unquote, they say that, oh, we're doing it out of good cheer because of the resurrection of the Messiah, or as they would say, Christ. Yeah, okay, cool, that's fine, take that. But how does an egg represent the resurrection of the Son of Man? An egg doesn't represent that. And they would say, oh, because an egg represents birth, or coming back into the world, or coming into the world rather, because they don't believe in reincarnation, so I wouldn't say coming back into the world, but coming into the world. The Messiah was already in the world. Yahushua was already in the world. He died, and then he was resurrected by the power of the Father. Okay, so when you even question that logically, how does an egg represent the resurrection of Christ, as they would say, that alone, a clear mind. That's why the scriptures say be sober, because we don't our minds are clear, man, spiritually, so we pick up these things. But other people are drunk on the philosophies that the world make you drink, so to speak, or put out there for you to feed on, which clouds your mind and your memory and your contemplation and your thinking and your logic. Okay? Because how does an egg, no way whatsoever does it represent Messiah or his resurrection? It doesn't represent Yahushua. Okay? And what do women have? It's basic autonomy, basic, for lack of a better word, science or education, that the man carries the seed through his sperm, which in Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew, is Zarai, I believe, for sperm or seed. Yeah. And the woman carries the egg. Alright? The man puts his seed into the, and that's what the word husband means, man. The word husband comes from the word husbandry, which means to plow. Okay? So we're just keeping it real. The word husband means to plow. That's why it makes sense in the scriptures. Spirit has been moving, but that's why it makes sense in the scriptures, in the law, where it says a woman becomes your wife when you take her virginity. Because what do? You plow her. Okay, you plow the woman, or the Ilama. She can be an Ilama and a Bathwala. You gotta get into that Hebrew, man, because Ilama means virgin in the sense of a young woman. And in our ancient custom, you got your women young. You were both young, okay, when you were married. Alright? Because even the scripture says that Mary, or Maryam, the mother of Yahushua, she was an Ilam, or Ilama, which means she was a virgin in the sense of a young lady, a young woman. Okay, so she was young in age. She was also a Bathwala, which means a virgin, meaning untouched by a man. She hadn't been ploughed. She hadn't had her hymen cut. She was a virgin. Okay, which, by the way, carried the seed of Joseph, or Yahweh, because it's a misconception out there. Oh, immaculate, that's nonsense. Immaculate conception where? Read the scriptures. She carried the seed of Joseph, which essentially goes back to being the seed of David, which is written all over the scriptures, man. Read, research, man. Read the scriptures. There's a lot of misconceptions out there that will teach you. But anyways, that's off the topic. The word husband means husbandry, or one who plows. Okay? But the point I was explaining is that the man carries the seed, he plows the woman, and after ploughing, places his seed in her. Okay? That's why when you think of the earth, the words for the earth are feminine, because it goes back to that of a woman. You put the seed in it, the seed is nurtured by the woman, because men are givers, women are incubators. Okay? So women incubate that seed, that spirit grows, that flesh grows, and in the fullness of 10 months, the scripture says in the Apocrypha, she will bring forth the seed or the child, a male child or a female child. And if it's her first child and it's a male, according to the law, if they're an Israelite, that first male child shall be holy unto Yahweh. Some information. And you brothers got to keep up with the law, man. If you're lacking in your knowledge of the law, then go to a brother that can help you with the law. If you're lacking in prophecy, go to a brother that's good at prophecy. If you're lacking in all these different areas, go to the brothers that's their speciality, and they can teach you. Iron sharpeneth iron. But brothers got to keep up with that law, man. The first child that comes out of an Israelite woman's womb is holy unto the Lord. Now in this day and age, it's not, because the majority of our people, 2/3, have gone off. But anyways, we're moving on back onto the topic. Tammuz was killed by a pig, so that that a pig must be eaten on that Sunday, Ishtar, Semiramis, widow of Nimrod, mother of Tammuz, came to be represented as the bare-breasted pagan fertility goddess of the East. Alright. Ishtar. Who is Ishtar? Ishtar was changed to Easter, or is translated in Easter as Easter rather in English. Easter is originally celebrated of Ishtar, the Assyrian and Babylonian goddess of fertility and sex. Alright, Ishtar was the goddess of love, war and sex. And in Easter has nothing to do... Oh, come on man, this is nonsense. They say Easter has nothing to do with her, but you see, this is what Esau, because look where I'm getting this information from, right off the face of Google, so they're obviously going to put something out there that's wrong. But Ishtar goes back to Easter, man. Because why they're talking about an egg falling from the sky. Here we go, Queen of Heaven. Queen of Heaven was a title given to a number of ancient sky goddesses worshipped throughout the ancient Mediterranean and Near East during ancient times. Goddesses known to have been referred to by the title include Inanna, or Ayana, Anat, Isis, Astarte, Hera, and possibly Ashera, or Asherah, by the prophet Jeremiah or Jeremiah. Now, we've got that in the book of Jeremiah 44 and 25. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. And when you see of hosts, it means of armies. So thus saith the Lord Yahweh of armies or of hosts, the power of Yasha Allah Israel, saying, Ye and your wives have both spoken with your mouths and fulfilled with your hands, saying, We will surely perform our vows that we have vowed, to burn incense to Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offering unto her. You will surely accomplish your vows and surely perform your vows. You people are taking part in a vow, man, when you involve your children in Easter. Okay, this is an image. This is an image. This is an image of Ishtar. Okay, pronounced as Easter. Easter was really celebrated of Ishtar, the Assyrian Babylonian goddess fertility of sex. Her symbols, like the egg and the bunny, were and still are fertility and